you're new here, I'm Zandra and I live in Kochi. I love making vlogs, and on today's episode, I'm sharing bits and pieces of my Singapore travel journey with my grandmother, something I never expected to do anytime soon and something I'm extremely grateful for. A warm welcome to my digital diary and welcome to Singapore. This was my first airport outfit for an international trip, and the swollen eyes, that's what happens when you lose your Instagram again right before leaving for the airport. But somehow, everything still felt okay. A little context about the trip, my grandma was meeting her best friend Dottie Andy in Singapore, and I tagged along with Mama and Phyllis Andy, who is Dottie Andy's sister. I don't know if it's a big deal for everyone, but an international trip was the biggest thing that could have happened to me in 2025, and it felt quite exciting. I was happy and a little sad too that my whole family was not there with me. We checked in our bags, cleared security, and were taken straight to the lounge. Thanks to Phyllis Andy and her extra credit card, I got lounge access along with them too. Spent the time there waiting, messing around with the coffee machine, trying out the food, and slowly letting the nerves settle. Our flight was at 11:05 p.m. and by around 10:15 we were directed to the boarding gates. So all this time the Instagram thing did bother me for a bit, but I realized it's not the first time and I still have my camera and I'm going to keep shooting what I love. We were flying with Singapore Airlines and it was actually very nice. The cabin crew guided me to my seat and I was hoping for a window, but no. Still, I met a cute friend and you'll see her later in the video.
Jewel Changi International Airport. We have Captain Zawin.
The flight looked really cute with the Christmas decor and the in-flight entertainment had so many options. And then we got the green signal. The safety video started and all the landmark attractions I've been eyeing on for months was right there on my flight screen. And then we took off. A little while later, I tried watching a movie, but I kept getting distracted by everything happening around me. Somewhere between serious music listening, very serious flight tracking, and some more flight tracking, I took a short nap. By the time I woke up, we were almost touching down Singapore and the view outside was unreal. Just like that, we landed at Changi Airport with a nice little rain welcoming us in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Singapore. And to all Singaporeans and residents of Singapore, a warm welcome home.
Super satisfying to hear that announcement I'd been waiting to hear for months. Good morning, Singapore.
I get the feeling it's a good night. It's so bright. The city's shining from the street lights. So let's live it up, pick it up, just call me.
By the time we reached the exit, our cab was already there and we were on the roads of Singapore.
And we'll just pick it up, live it up, don't wanna stop.
The roads, the scenery. I asked myself, am I really here?
'Cause I have on to dance in the rain. Yeah, I'm tripping on a feeling that ain't going away. I need you right next to me. Take the records to the ceiling, close your eyes and just play.
After about half an hour on the road, we reached our home for the next 3 days, the Pan Pacific at Raffles. Pan Pacific turned out to be a beautiful hotel right in the heart of the city. Mama and Phyllis Andy were already chilling, and when Dottie Andy joined, the girl gang was officially complete. Oh, and I got company too, who was Dottie Andy's son Vinichetan. We were then heading for breakfast. Okay, I was actually very excited for this because apparently their breakfast buffet is really good. We were first served with a hot cup of Nanyang coffee while I just kept looking around at all the stations I'll have to visit as soon as I finish this cup. After so much contemplation, I got a kaya toast, a bacon, a ham, a crispy paratha, a chicken dumpling, noodles, and some random cheese. Now, this kaya toast has been in my bucket list for the longest time, and it was exactly what I imagined it to be. Crispy, coconutty, I'd say like 8 on 10. Now is the time for a little room tour. A very spacious room with very huge windows and mirrors everywhere. As soon as we got back, I changed for day 1. Okay, so I designed this dress. Appa thrifted the fabric from Delhi and Sajdita made it beautifully for me. But here's the issue. I forgot to bring my eyeliner, so I'm just out here wearing eyeshadow looking like someone punched me in the face. But I was just too excited to care about that. The plan was to walk all the way to Marina Bay shopping, which in hindsight was a bold decision because why was it that humid? It literally felt like Kerala. And then my heels broke on day 1. Everyone was tired, slightly regretting life, but we made it. Okay, this mall was insane. Everywhere I looked, Prada, Gucci, Fendi, nothing remotely affordable. But I was still enjoying myself. We were actually on a mission though. I needed to find that Pinterest view, the one with the water and boats inside the mall. After a bit of wandering and talking to the sweetest lady at the concierge, we signed up for the boat ride and she also explained the entire MRT system to us. We stood in line for like 15 minutes and then it was our turn. It was actually very fun. People were just staring and taking pictures while we floated by. Very entertaining, slightly embarrassing. But we got some really cute pictures. After that, we had to test the MRT hack, and it worked. We were officially subway people. Then we decided to walk, apparently the longer route, but we had no data, no Google Maps. Then it started raining. Very moody, very breezy. Honestly, weather-wise, this place is just Kerala. By the time we got back, everyone was so exhausted and took a nap. I went out again, quick run to Marina Square for takeaway food. By evening, we'd freshened up and were heading back to Marina Bay. We actually had a few agendas for the night. The Art Science Museum, the Spectra Light and Sound Show, and maybe Gardens by the Bay if we still had energy.
You could drown in those blue eyes. She said, hey you, isn't it funny how we always seem to meet at every place in town? Yeah, I must be lucky. I replied, you can take me high. Maybe I just wanna see ya. I'll go anywhere if you be there. Feels like I can fly. Think I'm gonna break the ceiling. I just wanna keep this feeling. You can't take me.
I didn't realize it at first, but the floor was reacting to us. And then I started noticing it. Almost everything here was interactive. As soon as we went out, we were back into the chaos again. We split into two teams. Vinchad and Mama and Phyllis Andy parked themselves at a resto cafe, while me and Dottie Andy went exploring. Then we reunited with our comrades. A few of us got refreshments. I got a piña colada and called it a day.
Maybe I just wanna see ya. I'll go anywhere if you be there. It feels like I can fly. Think I'm gonna break the ceiling.
The night ended, the curtains opened, and Singapore said good morning. And of course, we showed up at Edge for breakfast, my undisputed favorite part of the trip. First plate, Chinese egg fried rice because it looked elite, plus a very random sausage and apple juice. Round 2, a custom-made omelette with extra cheese. And finally, waffles, pancake, and 2 tiny artisan cakes purely because they were cute. Today was Culture Day and the first stop was Chinatown. We took the MRT as usual and even the station started changing. There were all these Chinese engravings and details everywhere, and the second you step in, it's a completely different world. And also, finally, things were affordable, which was very exciting for us. We basically started picking up things immediately. A vibrant hub of culture filled with Chinese markets. That's precisely the charm of Chinatown. And of course, durian everywhere because that's a Singapore essential. Check this out, a colorful Starbucks blending in perfectly with Chinatown's aesthetics. After all that walking, we had to stop for coconut water because the heat was actually insane. Next, we went to the Buddha Tooth Relic temple, and for the first time, I saw how Buddhists pray. After all that walking and heat, it caught up with us, so we decided to head back. Later, it was just me and my grandmother trying to figure out the city on our own. I wanted to try hawker center food. She wanted to see the orchid garden. We didn't quite get either, but it turned into something very memorable. Something we slowly realized is that there aren't many places to sit in Singapore. No roadside benches or anything at all unless you settle into a cafe or a restaurant, which is precisely why we decided to head back. We got back, rested for a bit, and then went out again. And at the station, there were these girls dancing, looked like an actual K-pop group. The nights here feel completely different. I just wanted to explore everything. Gardens by the Bay was the plan, and maybe some hawker food finally. It's been on my bucket list for so long, but Gardens by the Bay was so crowded and the tickets were a bit too much. So we just saw it from outside. And then something really sweet happened. My mom's schoolmate, Pramila Auntie, and her family picked me up to show me the city their way. Everything felt different. Seeing it from the car, the flyovers, the underpasses, it felt so exciting. And we went back to Gardens by the Way, and this time it was empty. It was closing time, lights about to go off, and I got to see it up close. And then I may have mentioned I wanted to try some hawker center food, and they took me to Newton Food Center. Yes, the one from Crazy Rich Asians. They ordered everything for me. I didn't get to try laksa because it was over, but I tried some tasty otak-otak, satay, a seafood bihun soup, I think, some fried squid rings, and the best Milo ever. Then they drove me through Orchard. All the Christmas lights, all the stories, everything I'd been hoping for just kind of happened. Auntie, uncle, and Devesh, if you're watching this, a genuine thanks to you guys for everything.
Could you catch me up here?
I was still completely full from Newton the previous night, so this is more like a hangover breakfast. So I took the sweet time to shoot these visuals of the buffet.
Well, every word hit like a prism out of color was wasted. I could see through every layer. This was heaven I could taste it. Tapping on the counter, terracotta floor. Voices warm and blended, weaving through the door.
It was almost time for Dottie and Minichurton to bid adieu as they were leaving for Malaysia, so it was just the three of us for the rest of the day. Checkout was getting closer, but first shopping, because I was so late to realize that there was a Uniqlo literally right next to our hotel, and that was dangerous information. I spent an unreasonable amount of time choosing between these two black tops, and I picked the long sleeve one. Philsandy and Mama also picked a few stuff, and I got this little red bag because there was no way I was leaving without it. By day 3, we still hadn't seen the Merlion somehow, which felt illegal. The concierge told us it was just walking distance. We got lost immediately, and the heat was so bad by this point. But eventually, there she was.
Mirror and reflect what I just heard. Well, every word hit like a prism out of color that was wasted.
By the time we got back, our legs were fully giving up on us. But Mama wanted to go back to Chinatown one last time, and weirdly enough, by then, we'd actually figured out the MRT system. By the time we reached, the best thing happened, and that was a calm little rain, which made Chinatown feel very cozy.
You come across as a cool guy, someone who's the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I wanna stay here. Can we just stay here? Maybe just
At this point, we were craving some Indian food badly, and also we got lucky enough to witness the Lunar New Year lion dance too. And this happened.
damn bar, I just never showed away. And I've seen every ocean, but I've never seen a color blue.
On our way back, I felt sad knowing that this was our last MRT ride here. A quick outfit change later, we were heading back to Changi. My one mission before leaving was seeing the Jewel. And for a second, I thought it wasn't going to happen. But somehow, the guardian angels arrived again. Pramila auntie and family were coincidentally there. And thanks to uncle for convincing the officials, I finally got to see it.
I can be
Let's not lie, it was overwhelming. I actually had tears in my eyes.
me like me for me.
Because I've never really wanted to witness something so bad in my life, and I almost missed it if it was not for them.
Oh, we should just stay here.
Next thing I knew, we were heading back home. Between the MRT rides, getting lost every few hours, and walking until our legs gave up, I think I realized a few things. The people who make a strange new city feel like home are genuinely irreplaceable. And maybe you actually can figure things out without Google Maps sometimes. And for the first time in my life, I felt like I am capable of navigating a life outside my country if I wished to. The trip entered with a lot of good memories and so many little moments and sights I know I'll never forget. And just like that back home.